Sports Nation, I come to you today with great disappointment, great shame, a feeling of sadness, a feeling of hopelessness, a feeling of just really, I can't believe what has transpired. And the thing about it is, it's not for me, it's for y'all. But before I do that, or explain why, let me give the people who may not know who I am or my backstory with Sports Nation. So, first of all, I'm Webb. W-B-E-F-I-L. But they call me Webb. I joined this league in the era of when the PS4 had just dropped. And I found this league, and this league has been here excuse me, before that, you know, it was a group of people on PS3 who had this league, Madden League, by the way, for those who don't know, may be listening, may come across this. It was a Madden League. But anyway, so they crossed over from PS3 to PS4, and I came right when PS4 hit. And when I came into the league, my first line of business was to identify the threats. Because as a true competitor, that's what we do. We, in anything, I don't care what it is, if it's your workplace, you want to move up, if it's any kind of competition, you identify threats. And that's what I did. But my laser focus was on the biggest threat, the big dog. I seen everybody else and I identified everybody else, but I only wanted to know who the big dog was. And I found that out. Now, there's no need to say names. People who were involved, they know who I'm talking about. Or maybe they don't. So, at the time, I'm gonna say a name. At the time, it was this guy named Smart. He was the big dog. And I knew right then and there, that's who I need to be. So I joined the league. You know, I was all right. I was decent. But I wasn't winning. You know what I'm saying? And the big dog on the block was, you know, he was winning the Super Bowls. And it was fine by me, because here's the thing about true competitors. It's like this. It's like winning is the engine to the vehicle. Like, it drives everything. But losing is like the oil that goes into the engine. So true competitors don't mind. We hate losing, but we don't mind it because we understand that that's what fuels us. You feel me? Like that, it gives me what I need for my engine to run. So I never minded losing. I lost for like 3 years. I had the Rams. Was losing. I was at good regular seasons, but playoff time come, I lose. I never complained, never cried. I just worked at my craft. You're not going to keep beating me. That's not an option, and I knew that. So, I ended up winning, and when I won, it justified and it gave me all credibility to my beliefs as far as competition. When I'm speaking, I'm solely speaking on competition. I'm not speaking on anybody personal. I'm not speaking on anybody's outside of this Sports Nation League, I don't give a fuck about you. So when I finally won, it just solidified everything that I knew and I believed in. You don't make excuses, you don't cry, you just get better and get it done. So I won. And as a true competitor, like, we know, like, that's to be expected. That wasn't what was surprising to me. It wasn't what I knew I was going to win. There's just no way around that. But as true competitors, we know winning, being at the top is not the issue. It's staying there. That is the unknown. That is the challenge for a true champion. A true champion expects to be a champion. That ain't where it lies. Where it lies is staying there. Keeping that dominance. And once I reached that top, there was no looking back. Although I didn't know, and it was gratifying to finally say, yes, you know what? I did it. I got one. You know what I mean? You can't take, but champions are not satisfied with that. We have to stay there. So anyway, so I did that. And I continued to win after that. I won 5 more in this Sports Nation League. And at the top, people pull at you and they find reasons and things and why you're winning or why you shouldn't be winning, and you're doing this, and I went through that, and it was cool, like, you know what I mean, because I understood it. When you at the top, people gonna throw shots at you. It's just how it goes. They threw it at Jordan, they threw it at Tom Brady, they throw it at LeBron, and I know you probably thinking like, well, damn, this is just Madden, but the principles stay the same in competition, no matter the platform. The mentality stays the same, the principles stay the same, nothing changes. So, fast forward. I win 5 more championships after that. And I think it was cool. Like, you know, you had your little riff-raffs, but nobody was really alarmed. It was just like, damn, Stu came out of nowhere, now he's the big dog. And as you know, Madden players, every season, you know what I mean, Madden drops again. So, not to make this long or nothing, but I'm giving you the backstory. So, okay, boom, that Madden was done. I had 5 rings total. Next Madden drops, basically the same thing. Now, in between this, accusations have been made about my gameplay, right? Rather legit or solid. Rather legit or unlegit, I should say. But it always got worked out. Like, okay, they say I was nanoing. They took him away. Couldn't run the plays no more. Okay, cool. Still won. You know what I mean? And this happened over a time. But even during this Madden, what was it? I won 4 the first Madden. No, 5 the first Madden, 4 the next Madden. Now keep up with me, that's 9. I won 4 that Madden. Now these seasons, they usually last about 3 weeks. 4, you know what I mean, and then leagues, you know what I mean, they tend to die down during January, February, what our league did. So I won 4. So basically I dominated another Madden. If it wasn't me, it was the young bull Smart, who was previously the big dog, but now it's me. And if it wasn't me, it was him. And by this time, people started getting aggy. And I understood it because, you know, when you lose, and it's like, God damn, when you losing at that kind of rate where it's like, damn, I'm really not finna have a chance? Like, it's really just gonna be these 2 winning? Then it becomes a thing, and you know, oh, Webb, you're cheating. Oh, you're YouTube. Oh, Webb, you do this, you do that. And it bothered me because it was disrespectful to how much I love competing, how much I love competition. Scratch Madden. Because that's just a weak excuse that people like to use. Oh, it's just Madden. Oh, and if it was real, no, competition doesn't change from Madden to real life. And it translate how I am on Madden. It's how I am with. Now I never played I played basketball, like high school basketball. I never really played football, but football was my favorite sport. And the way I am is the exact, anybody could tell you, it's the exact way I was on the football field. I was a stone cold killer. I didn't care if like I wanted to kill you. And the thing about it is, I wanted to beat my friends more than I wanted to beat people I didn't know. Because it was I get enjoyment out of beating you, because this is imano. This is competition, and it's not like a braggadocious thing. It's just to me, like, because I know how much I love competing. I know how much goes into winning. So when I finally win, I know how much it took, and I know that pain of losing. But I don't care. If you say it's you or me, I'm picking me. And that just translates to Madden. Nothing changed. I just took that. It's in me. I'm built like that. Like a lot of people like their favorite players because he has a cool crossover, or because he can dunk high. And no, my favorite player was Michael Jordan. Not only because of the things he did, but because I related to him. I understood his whole mind frame. And I know, well, shit, you never, but no, on any kind of level, the mentality doesn't change. But anyways, I'm getting off track. But so I won again. Now they saying I'm cheating. Plays getting took away from me. All right, cool. You gave me oil for my engine. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, oh, you want to take plays away from me? All right, cool. I'm gonna show you. I'm still gonna win. You think I'm cheating? Do whatever you want to do. I can't run this play? Cool. That's more fuel for me to win. And that's what I did. Because staying at the top is a true competitor's challenge. It's not getting there. Like, we expect that. It was staying there. And I had that motivation myself, but for you to add to that, for you to give me fuel, that's why I kept my foot on y'all neck. And the thing about it is, like, I say that and Webb just want to talk shit and he think, no, I say that in friendly competition. In my most humblest way, but this is a competition. Like, if you said that, I would respect, bro. I get it. I never really just bragged on nobody only when I had to. When I had to remind you niggas what the fuck was going on. But I never just beat a nigga and, how you look. No. Because I understand that pain of losing. I understand competition. There was nothing I needed to say that you didn't already know. So, that mattered. I won 4. And, the ripples were starting to begin because people, I guess, start getting scared now. Like, damn, this is too mad and he dominated. So, next Madden drops. I win 3. I think maybe ICU won 1, and then Smart, follow me. Remember Smart? He used to be the big dog. He's a big dog now, but he ain't. I'm the big dog. But Smart, I won 3. Smart won whatever else, and I think Germ won 1. And now it's really, really getting there. You know what I'm saying? It's really getting to a point where, like, look, we're tired of you. You're cheating. And like I said, rather legit or unlegit, I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm gonna be totally honest. My point of view, I say like 8 out of 10 cases was unlegit. It was just reaching. It was just real reaching, but because people reached for so long that it became their truth. Like, it was the easy thing to say at this point. It was easy to say, well, he's winning because he's cheating. It was harder to say, I'm not winning because I'm just not good enough. I can't beat this guy. Like, that's the hard thing to say. So instead of that, people would just write, oh, he's cheating. Oh, he knows this and he knows that. Maybe I did. I take time in my craft. I put in the shit that needs to be put in to make sure that you're not better than me. Or when the time comes, I'm better than you. I put in that work. Guaranteed right now, nobody has more ranked games than me right now in this league. You want to know why? Because that's my practice. See, the problem is people want to base their skill and they want to hone their skill based on the knowledge that they know, that they think they know. Like, they don't want to learn nothing. I know what I know, and that's just it. My skills is just gonna bloom from what I know. No, you're a fool. I took every Madden, whatever Madden offered, I made sure that I went in, and if I didn't know, I found out. And and really it's through the rank games. I took my knowledge and what I already knew and went to go see somebody else's point of view. And if they had something I liked or something that I could use, or I felt like I could make that and that can be another tool in my arsenal, I took it. I was a sponge. I'm a sponge to this game. This shit can never be based on what I know solely. And you know what that did? That got me to a point where I found a nucleus that applied so much pressure on the peers in this league that they didn't know what to do. Because people say, oh, I hate losing. Who don't hate losing? And I want to win too. But you don't really do the things or take the time to dissect things in order to win. You just play. And yeah, you may go in there and lab a play or two, or you may find a formation, but it's based off of what you know. Like I doubt niggas really take the time to learn. I'm talking about seriously take the time. I seriously took the time. Because every Madden something changed. And every Madden it was some bullshit that you had to deal with. That's just Madden. If you're a Madden player, you know that. You know no matter what Madden, it's gonna be some bullshit that you got to deal with. So what do? Do you complain? Do you say this Madden is trash? Do you say, oh, this Madden is bullshit and they got this cheesy ass? Or do you say, you know what? I see that's what the thing is this year. So let me immediately find a counter. Like, my whole Madden is based around stopping this because I know this is the bullshit that I'm going to see. That was my mind frame. Period. But so it was that. I was dealing with that. Like, they were blaming issues with the game and Madden on me. Like, oh, like Madden users, y'all remember when the power sweep was the sweep, I forget the name of the run, but it was a powerful run. It was sweep something, power sweep or something, and everybody was doing it, right? So I put that bitch. It was the most powerful game in the running the game. Of course I'm using it. Are you dumb? Why wouldn't I have that in my arsenal? So yeah, but you know what? The difference is, you saw it and you got scared. I saw it. I figured out how to stop it. And that's exactly what I did. I figured out how to stop it before I even used it, because I seen that was the bullshit that was going on. And for that little wrinkle, which is so minute and so like common sense to me, that's where, oh, he's cheating. All he does is run one play. He knows that if he blocks this and he blocks that, then my defender can't. What? Are you serious? And that's what I was getting at this point in time. Like at first when I was losing, taking my lumps, everything was cool. But when I became the big dog on the block, all the big dogs turned to puppies. And that's what I'm most ashamed of. That we come in contact with each other. You know what? Hold on. Let me go back, cause see, that's what I'm saying. So many places I could take this, but I won 4 that Madden. Next Madden come out. Now where we at? I won 5. I won 4. I won 3. That was at 12. Okay, the next Madden came. I won 2 this time. You know what I mean? It was back to back, but it wasn't as dominant. But I think at this time is when Super came into the league. Now I won 2. Super fucked around and strung off 5 in a row. Super, now this is Super first Madden with us. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't with us prior to this. He became, quote unquote, somewhat, I won't give it to him because it's first year, but let's just say that man, he was the big dog on the block. And I was cool. I'm chilling. I got mine. Nobody eats until I eat. After that, I'm cool. You know what I mean? But still in all, I'm competing. Like, I see, okay, this is my threat. Him. Now everybody's a threat, but he's the big nigga, he's the big dog on the block. And I had no issue with it. Oh, but how did it change? Now the energy I was getting is the energy he started getting. Oh, Super's cheap. Super does this. Super does that. And and this is 100% honesty. I played the nigga. I want to say, like, and I told niggas, I said, he does nothing that really is cheating. The only time I've ever questioned Super, and it was with the bleacher blitz. You know, when you used to, when last Madden, when you take your linebacker to all the way to the sideline and just blitz him, because that was my only issue with him. But other than that, I was the first nigga to tell you, no, he don't do shit that's cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just, shit, I understand the schemes. And he had a hell of a scheme, and then Madden, you know, made it so hard on niggas, especially with the zones being fucked up, that if you had a solid scheme, you was damn near unstoppable if your defense was straight, and that's what he was. But niggas wanted to, oh, he all he does is roll out. Well, stop the fucking rollout. All he does. Like, at this point, I'm so tired of hearing niggas, all he does. Well, stop it. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy shit about it was that they loved Super and hated them at the same time. Because they were so happy that, damn, he finally knocked Webb off, quote unquote, that I'm happy. But now, this nigga is dominating, so it's just like Web 2.0. So the league was conflicted. They didn't know what to do. Like, damn, one dominant motherfucker down, another one comes along. We are in trouble. What are we gonna do? Oh, they had the nucleus already. They already know what to do. Just keep reaching for shit until it becomes their truth. Oh, Super just, all he does is shot plays. You can't stop a shot play? If you know that, then... You see what I'm saying? For the people that listening. So, again, I 1-2, Super came along 1-5. Now, we on to this matter. I jump out the gates, I win 2. Super turns around, let's say he wins 1.5 because the second Super Bowl didn't get played for whatever reason. But what I'm seeing now is people gave up a little earlier than usual. And I think it's for the reason because, I mean, they probably just fed up. But every Madden, you know, you come into it like, okay, this Madden is different. Maybe this is my Madden. You know what I'm saying? But when they start seeing like, damn, this shit is going the same way as it usually goes, it's discouraging. Yeah, I get it. But here's the whole point of this shit. The whole point of this shit is I'm ashamed and I'm disappointed because we've been in this league, y'all, and whether people want to admit it, like we talk to each other sometimes more than we talk to people in our real life. We deal with each other every day. Bonds is formed. We joke with each other, argue with each other, fight with each other, go to war with each other. Excuse me. We do, you know what I mean? We deal with each other every day. And so a bond is created. And as a competitor, although I'm competing with y'all, you guys are my peers. And Sports Nation has gotten to a point where the competitive nature is so demoralized that it's damn near sad. It's damn near sickening. Because I'm a real live competitor. It's like if we at the park hooping and a nigga who's known to be the best around the neighborhood walks up and then you take your ball and go to another park. You say, come on, y'all. We ain't finna play with that nigga, man. We finna drive 10 miles down the road and we just gonna play within our friends. Huh? You know what I would say? Nigga, what? No, you can leave. I'm playing. There's no way. There's no way that I could be comfortable with that kind of mind frame. And that's where we at with it now. Like, I understand you frustrated with losing and you may be frustrated with I don't know, the dominance of championships bouncing back and forth between two people. But bro, you take your ball